Sam LOGUE here, delighted to be joined by Michael Conlan.
Yeah, yes, Sam.
How are you, my friend?
All good, mate. All good.
Good, brilliant.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's press conference day for your fight on Saturday night against Guerfi.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one because I think when it was announced, my perception of how it was announced and when it was announced was that maybe people thought it was slightly underwhelming, but perhaps from a marketing point of view or from a selling point of view.
Yeah.
But actually, Guerfi, if anyone knows him or looks into his record or has seen him fight, knows how high level he is, knows how busy he's been, knows what kind of fights he's been in. This is a tough fight for you. Can you talk to me a little bit about that kind of perception of the fight versus how difficult the fight is, and what was your perception of it personally when it was when it was announced?
Yeah, listen, anybody's even put to me, I usually say yes, and he put a few to me, I said yes, and he's come back with Guerfi and says this is the one we're going to go for, and I says no problem. But I think, people's perception, they see a few losses on his record and they're thinking, he's an easy touch, but that's not the case. This guy's a banana skin for the majority of people he fights. He goes to the backyards all the time and gets the win. So I know it's a tough test to me on Saturday night, and I know what I got to do. I'm prepared. I prepared very, very well. I had great sparring. My weight and everything is fantastic. So I'm just looking forward to getting performing on it.
Is it a consideration when you make these fights how marketable or how sellable or how, say, household your opponent's name is?
It is. Now I know what you mean by saying that, because it's not huge. No, I know 100%. I know.
From the fans' perspective.
But yes, I know what you mean, and he wants me to have little different tests, James. And also I need to stay busy. We tried for a few bigger names, but they end up facing each other, so that wasn't doable. But when he said Guerfi and says this is the reasons why, I said yeah, I understand it. I'm happy for that. That's good. That's a good test. I gotta be on my game for him. I can't slip up. And the more, what I feel is when you watch a fighter closer to a fight, the better they seem. So I've been watching more and more of him recently, and just getting a better feel of what he's going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Question marks might be the wrong term, but there has been definitely some talk around you being so busy after the fight in March, after being knocked out. It's obviously, some people might question, is it good for your health? Some people have actually praised it and said it's the best thing that you could do. Have you heard any of those kind of different sides or different opinions, and what do you kind of make of it? Was there any concerns about maybe I should take a bit of time off after getting a bad knockout?
I know what you mean. Yeah, I did hear. I've seen people saying it like before the Mariaga fight, but I think I answered them questions in that fight. There was no lasting effects of what happened. There was no damage or anything, and in my opinion, I think it's the best thing I could have done, because I could have easily said it and had just that one fight of the year. But why? I'm a boxer. I'm not going to be in this game forever, and I still feel that when I lost the fight, which I was winning 11 rounds out of 12 physically, and the round I lost was the only round I really took much damage. That one punch was the only thing that was the problem. So I think my opponent in that fight probably came off worse than me, and probably had more lasting effects and damage than me. So yeah, look, if you look at it, I fought twice. I still only had that one fight, and this will be my third fight.
Is a big part of being busy kind of keeping your confidence levels up, and kind of, because perhaps you could, like to play devil's advocate, if you didn't fight and you took, say, a year out, could you get a bit unsure about yourself? Because you've been out in the ring and then maybe you're contemplating the loss too much, whereas getting back in the ring quickly, getting a win, even though you took in my opinion, a risky opponent with Miguel Mariaga. Was that a big part of it? Like, no, we need to get back in and just get confident again, get the wins.
Yeah, listen, it was just about getting back to it and getting back to work. I want to be a world champion, and I'm not no spring chicken. I'm 31 now. I still wanna do a lot in boxing, so I need to be on the ball. And for me, waiting around, wasting time is pointless. I'm still fresh. I'm still healthy. I'm still answering everything I need to answer in the gym and in the sessions. So I'm doing the right thing.
100%. Let's talk a little bit about the fight. I won't keep it too much longer, Mick, but it's a tricky fight. How do you see Kareem coming into the fight? Do you think he'll make any adjustments for your style, and how do you see yourself getting the win? How do you have to kind of, roughly speaking, without giving game plan away?
I think Kareem, I think he'll press. I think he'll press very early. I think he fights at a high pace anyway. He'll be trying to land his big left hook at every chance. But I just got to use my skills and use my feet and distance and control it, and then let my own shots go.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we love to hear. What do you want post Christmas? Assuming you come out with the win, which you're expected to do, and I think everyone expects you to do, even though it's a good fight. What is it that you want next fight?
I want to be a world champion. I want to fight for a world title next. Either way, if it's not a world title, it's going to be a big fight. So that's the plan, a big fight in St. Patrick's Day in Belfast. So that's the aim, Belfast or New York, depending on top rank. But if I could get a world championship in Belfast, home advantage, you couldn't ask for much more, so I'd be very grateful for that.
Absolutely. How realistic is a world title in the next fight, pending a win?
It's very realistic. There's a lot of titles floating about now, and a lot even the fighting style. I think the Warrington fight. I like both guys. I don't know who wins. I probably would like Josh to win because I like him. But it's probably better for me if Lopez wins because it's top rank.
Oh yeah, okay, it's an easy fight.
Because that fight is very easy to make for me on St. Patrick's Day, so I probably hope he wins more. Because I know then I'll be fighting for world title on St. Patrick's Day.
Definitely. Maybe just a very quick word on the undercard. There's unfortunately been a few fallouts. Like there's a few good fights. McGlynn against Fitzpatrick, the tidy little matchup fell off. Marty Quinn from Dublin, Mad Marty Quinn as I like to call him, against Luke Caffrey. Looked like it could have been a little tidy matchup for the undercard. After falling off, Tyrone's after unfortunately falling off. Does that affect the show in your opinion? Like I know maybe just to put your manager's hat on or your business hat on for a second. Does that affect the show? Does that concern you, or are you so fully focused on the fact that you're fighting that you don't really?
Nah, listen, I don't. It's close now. Like it's not really. The people who are going to go and watch tomorrow are probably going to go and watch me as well. You know what I mean? We're all from the same area. And for a worldwide kind of viewing, probably yes. But I don't think it's going to be much of a difference. Still going to get the same fans in the arena and all that, So it's still going to be the same, I think. I don't think it affects much, but even at that, if it did, I don't be focused. I don't give a fuck because I'm fighting. If they're not on the show, I still got to go and do what I got to do. You know what I mean? So that's my aim on.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to leave it there, Mick. Thanks very much for talking to irishboxing.com. Appreciate it a lot. And best of luck on Saturday.
Cheers.